Snow continues to fall across the Wabash Valley. Many people are dealing with several inches of accumulating snow. Falling snow combined with ice and wind have caused road conditions to become dangerously slick. The storm team says travel could slow to a halt by tomorrow. We'll give you a live look at our most southern counties, where freezing rain and ice continue to fall, mixed with some snow there, as you can see. Good afternoon. I'm Patrice Dayton in for Susan Dinkle. It is Thursday, February 3rd. We're continuing our coverage of the Groundhog Day winter storm this afternoon. We'll show you how the storm is impacting everyone in the Wabash Valley. Storm Team 10's Everett Lau, News 10 Bureau Chief Gary Bryan, Portia Williams, and Caitlin Hunt will all be live with the latest information. We'll turn first to our experts on the storm. Chief Meteorologist Kevin Orpert has been keeping a close eye on the changing conditions minute by minute. He's in the Weather Center now with an update on that winter storm. Kevin?
Well, Patrice, we continue to have snow falling across the News 10 viewing area. Just everywhere we have snow falling. And not only that, the snow is blowing around as well. And so eventually through the nighttime, the snow will gradually taper off, but it will still be blowing around. Look at this. The wind speed right now is at 16, Brazil 22, Linton 18, Washington 10, and Vincennes at 20, and Robinson at 20. And wind gust 30, 24, 22, and 31, and Olney 21, and Flora at 28. Anytime you get to an east-west road, especially with this north-northeast breeze, you have a problem with drifting. Wind chill right now is 7 in Terre Haute. It is 1 in Brazil, 7 in Linton, 5 in Paris, and 3 up in Mattoon. So it's a cold night as we get through the overnight. I just have been handed this, by the way, from the Vigo County Emergency Management. Vigo County commissioners have declared a winter storm and travel warning beginning at 6 o'clock tonight through 12 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So travel out there is going to be actually rather treacherous. So what we're going to do now is check in with Everett Lau. He's outside and he can tell us exactly what's going on here in Terre Haute. Everett, what do you have?
All right, Kevin. Well, all I have to say is any of you winter and snow lovers that have been hoping for it, if this doesn't do it for you, I don't know what will. We definitely have that snow continuing to fall in Terre Haute. Kevin mentioned a wind chill of 7 here in downtown, and I can vouch for that. We'll take a step back out and you can look at Wabash Avenue right now. We're out here just by 7th Street, and you can see that Wabash is snow-packed. And it's probably one of the better roads in Terre Haute, being one of the main drags. A lot of the other side streets probably haven't had the plow attention that they need as the snow has continued to fall throughout the afternoon. And the blowing is also coming to an issue. We'll take a step over here and we can look at this drift that's formed out here beside Old National Bank in West Terre Haute. And so you get these wind gusts and they can really pile up this snow. And I have a yardstick so we can tell just how tall this drift is. And this one's almost 18 inches. So this is a drift in downtown Terre Haute, where obviously there's going to be some snow limited with all the buildings. So you get out into some of those rural open areas, and we're probably really dealing with a lot of drifting and blowing conditions out there. So not a surprise, several counties have issued travel warnings, which means if you don't have to be out, please stay off so just emergency personnel can be on the roads and work on those road conditions. So we definitely have the blowing and drifting snow that's going to remain an issue. So we're going to continue to monitor things. We'll have another update later on for First at 5. But for now, reporting live in downtown Terre Haute with Blake Dollier, Everett Lau, Storm Team 10.
All right, thank you very much, Everett. And by the way, we just got some word also from up around Montezuma on Highway 36. There's a snowplow in Park County stuck in a snowdrift, about a 4-foot snowdrift. And so that's what's going on here up in Park County. So as you can see, that travel is really quite a problem. So now we're going to check in with Caitlin Hunt because, I'm sorry. Caitlin also has, let's go with Gary, okay? Our southern counties experienced ice experience in the early stages of the day. News 10's Bureau Chief Gary Bryan is in Vincennes. He's been keeping us informed on conditions in the Bureau. Gary, how are things looking where you are?
Now, Kevin, I know you want to talk to me, and man, what a difference 5 hours will do. We had a lot of ice earlier, now we've got a lot of snow. Now take a look at this here. If you saw me at lunchtime for midday, we saw this truck. It was covered in ice. Now, if I see my piece of paper here, I push it down, it's about a quarter of the way up. If you know anything about paper, that means it's about 3-4 inches worth of snow. Now, the one important thing about this, there's still ice underneath this. So if you have to get out, you got to take it slow. Now, here's the update that I've got for you. Roads still snow covered at this point all around the area. Knox, Davies, and Martin County have gone into a travel watch. Across over into Illinois, the Illinois Department of Transportation says that most of the roads are snow covered, especially with that blowing snow. Already, a lot of organizations between health departments, offices, everything's closing up shop already for tomorrow. That includes county offices in Jasper County, Illinois, as well as Knox County offices here in Indiana. Now, again, I can't help but to reiterate for folks here down in the Bureau, remember there is ice underneath the snow. It's not going anywhere as temperatures continue to get colder as the snow continues to drop. So that's what we've got here down in the Bureau. Live in Vincennes, I'm Gary Bryan. I'll send it back to you.
All right, thank you, Gary. So as the storm continues, power availability is also becoming a concern. News 10's Caitlin Hunt now joins us with the latest with Duke Energy and their efforts. Caitlin?
Boxes. Yes, Kevin, the Wabash Valley has been lucky when it comes to power outages. Duke Energy says that they have responded to a minimal of these type of reports, but like the weather, that can change. As the storm rages on, crews of Duke Energy workers are prepared for any possible outages. The energy company has called in 700 mutual line workers and out-of-state workers to cover any possible outages. So far, the energy company has been called to a few routine outages and road slip-offs. I spoke with Director of Area Operations Anthony Brown. He says the area seems to be okay for the meantime.
I would say we've been fairly lucky with what's blown through in the last couple of days. So we're in a good space right now.
Stand by. But we're not out of the woods yet when it comes to possible power outages. Coming up at 6, I'll have more from Brown and what you can expect overnight. Reporting live in Terre Haute, Caitlin Hunt, News 10.
All righty, Caitlin. Well, with this in mind, several schools across the Wabash Valley have canceled school today, and many schools have transitioned to e-learning for the rest of the week. We're keeping those closings running at the bottom of your screen. You can also check out WTHI-TV.com for the most updated information. So, we've been seeing the weather conditions in Vigo County, but it's far from the only county seeing the effects of the storm. News 10's Portia Williams talked with 2 local sheriffs about what they're seeing in their communities. She joins us now. Portia?
Kevin, I'm live in Terre Haute right now, and as you can see, it's still snowing outside. But over in Sullivan County, they have moved to a level red advisory. Now, what that means is schools and essential offices, government offices, will be closed tomorrow. This is video and pictures sent in by Sheriff Clark Cottom in Sullivan. He says most of his community stayed home during the winter storm.
Traffic is light. Most people have paid heed to the warnings. But we've had a few slide offs. Fortunately, no major accidents, none reported so far, and we hope we don't get any.
I also talked with Sheriff Bill Brown in Clark County, Illinois. He says he's been patrolling the roads all through the winter conditions.
The roads are passable. They are slick. They are drifting, but they are passable. They are passable. Person just has to be patient, which is hard for many people.
Now, of course, we'll keep you updated on road conditions all across the Wabash Valley, on air and online at WTHI-TV.com. Reporting live in Terre Haute, Portia Williams, News 10.
Well, as temperatures begin to drop, health experts want to warn you about the dangers of frostbite. It only takes a matter of minutes to develop frostbite. Your fingers, toes, ears, and nose are most at risk. That's because they get the least amount of blood flow. Frostbitten skin will first feel numb, then painful. Health experts say as soon as you begin to feel symptoms, take action.
To feel those things, go inside, take off your wet clothes, take off your wet socks or gloves or whatever it may be that you have. Again, no-brainer advice, wear waterproof shoes. You're outside in sneakers and socks. Those things water gets through really easily. Wet skin can develop frostbite quicker.
Other early signs of frostbite include blistering or a burning sensation.